Hi, my dear listeners. Welcome to the new episode of Peter's English podcast. This episode is recording thanks to my new Blue Yeti microphone and my new gaming notebook that is great for podcasting. And this episode will be about my new story that I wanted to write on my notebook because I can do because I can be more productive and I can create better episodes of my podcast and we can start right now. This episode, I wanted to create an episode and the story about the the two sisters of from Atlantis. There who was the princess of the Atlantis, and they were cursed because they were very evil. And I want to and you will find why the princess were cursed and how they and what happened and we can continue. Now I want to open my where is my app for writing. It is here. We started with the new, yes, of course. We changed the name. Yes, of course. The monsters from Atlantis. From Atlantis. Okay. Autosave is okay. Everything works right. Okay, we can start the mother. At first I want to start with the title, special title. The two monsters. Now we can continue with the normal. It was, and we can start right now. But I want to. I have to think how why the princess were monsters and I have to create the whole story. But we can start right now. It was a big and strong. It was a big and strong Yes, of course, I have to. Options. Need options. Yes, of course, I want to enable the controlling of my writing. Who is it is here or not? I don't know. Language. Okay. I'm people reading the options. Well, okay. 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 We can continue. It was a big and strong empire. It was called Atlantis. Atlantis. Empire. What is he? Empire. Okay. It was a big and strong empire. It was called Atlantis. Atlantis. What now? It was a big and strong empire. It was called Atlantis. Atlantis. Where was Atlantis was I need to use the internet because I need to translate some things. But okay. It was a big and strong empire. It was called Atlantis. Atlantis was in the where can be Atlantis? Yes, of course, Atlantis was the continent, was a continent. Atlantis was a continent. That was this was a continent that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Why not? Pacific Ocean. Ocean with, I have to write with the ocean, little ocean, ocean. Atlantis was a continent that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Not now. Atlantis. What's now? What's the problem? Pacific Ocean. Oh no. Atlantis was very big. I can use Slovak keyboard and I do it. Atlantis. I have to change it again. Okay. I cannot use it. Don't. No, I don't need it. Not sure. Okay. Atlantis was in Atlantic Ocean. Yes, of course. Atlantic Ocean. That was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantis, what was a very big continent full of forests, wild animals, Atlantis was a very big continent full of beautiful nature, full of forests, wild animals, and big cities. Big cities of the Atlantis. The Atlantis was called the Atlantis. Yes, of course. The Atlantis. The Atlantis. I don't know. Here, the Atlantis too. Animal and big cities of the Atlantis. The Atlantis. What is here? Bed. The Atlantis was the most successful empire of the continent, and thanks to thanks to the best arms, thanks to the best arms and technology of the Atlantis, the empire was the main How can I say super wide mods in English? People, please help me. Superpower. Superpower. The Empire was the main superpower. Of Atlantis continent. The arms of the Atlantis used what can they use? Well, the arm of Atlantis were very good trained the morale was high, and they and it used very sophisticated and it used very sophisticated tactics to win, of course, to win the battles. Good trained. The morale was high and it used very sophisticated tactics to win the battles. The Atlantis used People, I have to create. Why was Atlantis so sophisticated? This is a very good question. Why was they so sophisticated? Our of the Atlantis were very good trained, morale was high and very sophisticated tactics. Very high. Yes, morale was high and it was very to win the tactics to win the battles and modern weapons. For in this time, in that time of a modern of that time tag, I think, of that time. Hi. Okay. Atlantis used No. What can I? The civilization. Civilization of the Atlantis. Atlantis was famous for the civilization of the Atlantis was famous for their strong and no, I was no. The civilization of Atlantis was famous for their modern life. For the modern life. People of the Atlantis lived. Not lived. Lived. No. Wait a minute. Lived, of course. Beauty in the beautiful cities. house. No, people of the Atlantis lived in the beautiful big houses that has very good hygiene options. Why not? Hygiene's option. No. In the book, in the people thought Latin in the big beautiful houses that has that architecture. That architecture was very classic. Was in the classic style. Was in the classic style. People used that architecture was in the classic style. The high class was very rich. It has a lot of gold, slaves, the high class was very rich. It had a lot of gold, slaves, and good food. And a lot of good food. The water, drink water, was used from the clear rice that were full of fishes. The high class the education was created only for the high class. The high class. aristocrats were very false, evil, and they like only themselves and gold and a lot of gold. Class of the poor class was slaves. That the Atlantis poor class was slaves, were slaves. Poor class was slaves. That Atlantis bought. For the hard work in the farms and the work in for the families, for the rich families. Families, of course. Perfect. The Atlantis bought for the poor class was slaves that Atlantis bought for the hard work in the farms and the work for the rich family. The most powerful man in the country was the emperor. Emperor was the emperor who the most powerful man of the in the country was the emperor. The name for them. Was the emperor. The name. People, I want to create a name for the emperor. Was the emperor. The most powerful man in the country was the emperor. Who? Hmm. Hmm. Was the emperor's son? Not. Son? Mm-mm. Son, why not? Was the emperor's son? His name will be Son. No son. Hmm. 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 Oof. Oof, I don't know the... Hmm. I need to create a name for the emperor. And emperor. Yes, of course, I can ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a very good helper. It's for free. People you can use it. Create the create a name for the emperor. Strong emperor of the Atlantis. Corin, Zar. Dios, press. Emperor Dios is a great name. Dios. Emperor Dios, why not? Was the Emperor Dios. Not adios, Dios. Adios will be when I finish it. When I'll finish the story. And I only starting. The most powerful man in the country was the Emperor Dios. That had a beautiful, a gorgeous, gorgeous wife, the Queen Cleopa. Why not? Why not? Cleopa is a name. The Queen. We can ask ChatGPT again. Create a name for his wife. Victoria, press Victoria. Why not? The Queen Victoria will be good. I'm sorry, people. It's my it's my mail. It was my mail. And I can continue with the writing. The Emperor Dios had a gorgeous wife, the Queen Victoria. The royal couple had two gorgeous, sweet, and very gorgeous gorgeous, very. Our couple had two sweet and very gorgeous daughters. Who was very naive, who was very naive, who was very naive, who were 18 years old. They were very naive. They were very naive, evil and naive, evil, and they liked only themselves and gold. What now? The king Neptune who the king Neptune, who was the lord who can use his very electric, who is electric sword, can use his electric sword who could could use his electric sword for for what? Рядить людей. Рядить. No. Who could use his electric sword and his magic powers the King Neptune who could use his who who was the king of the all water, the all oceans, king of the the King Neptune, who was the king of the all oceans, lived the King Neptune, who was the king of the all ocean, lived in the water with other Morski muž. Merman. Yes, who was the king of all oceans and animals that lived in the oceans. Who was the king of the all ocean animals that lived in the oceans? Lived in the also lived in the water with the King Neptune, who was the king of the all ocean and animals that lived in was a merman who lived in the oceans was a merman who lived in the oceans the King Neptune, who was the king of all ocean animals, was a merman who lived in the ocean who rules every the whole civilization the whole civilization full of mermen and morska panna. Mermaid, morskie panny. Mermaids. Those of not who ruled the civilization, the whole civilization of mermen and mermaids. He was the kidnapper who was the king of the oceans and animal was a merman wizard. Why not? A wizard who rules the whole civilization of mermen and mermaids. Why not? Zawidzieć. Envy. Aha, envy. He envied. Zawidział. Is in English. Zawidział. He envied. That Atlantis was better, was more was more modern civilization more modern civilization than the sea world press. That's better. The sea world. The Neptunes. People, I'm looking for the one symbol that I need to use, but I cannot find it. Cannot find this symbol. Then the C word. Okay, it can be the C word. Then the C word. Yes, of course. Then the C word is the best. The King Neptune, who was the king of all ocean and animals and sea animals and sea animal, was a merman wizard who rules the whole civilization of mermen and mermaids. He admitted that this was more modern civilization than the sea world. He destroyed. Yes, of course, he destroyed the Atlantis with his Yes, of course, he destroyed the Atlantis with the most dangerous weapon. A very big, not very, a very big sea monster who Atlantis with the most dangerous weapon. A very big sea monster that destroyed the whole continent. The whole Atlantis continent. The Emperor Emperor, what was his name? I don't know. His name was Dios, yes, the Emperor Dios. Was his seahorse. The Queen Victoria. Was was his slave, and who, yes, of course, we have to add the names of the daughters, yes, of course. What we can write, the Queen Victoria was his slave, and and the Queen Victoria and the Queen Victoria's daughters he changed into the dangerous and evil monsters who uses their who can change everyone to the into stone. Everyone into stone. Wait a minute. Where of Deus was his seahorse, the Queen Victoria was his slave, and the Victoria's daughters he hated very much. He hated a lot because they there is, of course, their behavior was totally terrible. He changed them into the dangerous and evil monster who can change everyone into stone because he wanted to show them how evil were. The law could help them. the king, Neptune, met beautiful mermaid witch. She was called. We can ask ChatGPT about it. Create for me a name for the beautiful mermaid witch, the Neptune's wife. Oh. Add more names. Delfina. Ariella, no, this is a very famous name. Oh. She was called Marina. Is perfect. Marina is perfect, people. She was called Marina. People, my internet doesn't work. What happened? Why? Why my internet doesn't work? People, my internet isn't working, but okay. My internet isn't working. I don't understand. It isn't working again. This internet is a big problem in this life, in this modern life, isn't it? Okay, it will, if it work again, everything work perfect. The King Neptune met a beautiful mermaid witch. She was called Marina. The couple had 2 sons. They were called Triton and what was that the name for Tritons? I don't know. Uran, yes, of course. And Uran. Neptune's sons were very strong warriors. Called Triton Ural. Neptune's sons were very warriors. Oh, wait a minute. Why warriors? Wizards. Yes, of course. That's a good idea. Wizards and warriors, of course. And warriors and warriors. Neptune's were very good, strong, were very strong wizards and warriors. The fairy were very strong wizard and warriors. They were very good and handsome men who were famous for their smart brain, strong magic powers, and the sense and the sense for for love and phew, for love and справедливо. Justice, yes, of course, justice. Справедливост in English is justice. People who can write it. Good and handsome men who were famous for their smart brains, strong magic powers, and the sense for love, and justice. They were heroes who everyone loved. Heroes who everyone loved. They liked the Atlantis the fairy tale about the Atlantis. But they didn't know about did not truth about the Atlantis, about the end of Atlantis. What now? They wanted to rescue the beautiful princess but they didn't know how to do it. How to do it. How to do it. One old yes one old I know how to continue. One old the one old woman who knew the truth told him that princesses this one old woman who knew the truth told him that only the right law could rescue the cursed princesses. She told them that they had to kill no. She told them that they had to ask their father about the princess about the princesses princesses of Atlantis. King Neptune was very angry. Because he wanted to choose another mermaid for their wives. What is wives? Wives. Manželky. Wives. It's really wives with the V, not double V. Okay. The King Neptune was very angry because he wanted to choose another mermaid for their wives. But they wanted to have only the cursed princesses because their beauty was famous in the whole world. Why not? Angry because he wanted to choose another mermaid for their wives, but they wanted to have only the cursed princesses because their beauty was famous in the whole world. What now? Yeah, I can add the right or not the direct speech, but I don't know it's important or not. King Neptune was very angry because he wanted to choose a mermaid for their wife, but they but they wanted to have only the court princess because their beauty was famous in the whole world. Neptune. Told them that at first they had to kill a big spider that lived in the near the sea. Then they had to kill a Neptune's biggest sea monster, with had to kill Neptune's biggest sea monster that was too strong for them. Our heroes. Found the spider who was a spider woman. She wanted to eat them, but they used their powers she had to tell the truth that she loved her neighbor who was a little who was a little Spider-Man. The spiders didn't trust to each other. The Spider-Man was thought that his neighbor the spider thought that his neighbor no internet, perfect. My internet doesn't work again. Perfect. Not okay, I don't care. The spider thought that his neighbor the spider woman wanted to eat him. To eat him. What's happening? My internet isn't working. I don't know. Wait a minute, people, I have to rescue my internet because it's very important. I'm pause this podcast right now. We are here, people, and we can continue. My internet is rescued, and we can continue with the writing. We can continue with the writing. Just to each other. The spider thought that his neighbor, the Spider-Woman, wanted to eat him. The brothers what now? What can I add here? The spider didn't trust to each other. The spiders thought that his neighbor, the Spider-Man, thought that his neighbor, the Spider-Woman, wanted to eat him. And the Spider-Woman didn't trust anyone except herself. The brothers What now? The Spider-Woman wanted to eat him, and the Spider-Woman didn't trust anyone except herself. The brothers shoved No, I don't know how to continue. I don't know really how to continue with it. It's a very good idea. And the Spider-Woman didn't trust anyone except herself. Yes, the brothers. The brothers created No. Not created. Oh, I'm thinking about it. How to continue the story. Anyone except herself. And the Spider-Woman didn't trust anyone except herself. The brothers befriend them with a smartly way. With a smartly way. The spiders I don't know what to do now. The spiders befriended them with a smartly way. The spider they sent a romantic letter full of love to her and they sent a romantic letter full of love to her from him, and they sent a romantic letter full of from him that was full of love to her. The brothers befriended them with a smartly way. They sent a romantic letter full of love to her from him. This is to say, I don't know, what to do her from him. They sent a romantic letter full of love to her from him, and with the invitation to a barbecue with the invitation to a barbecue party the brothers wrote that the Spider-Man catched them and he wanted to eat them with her. She agreed, and they created a big theater no surprise party she agreed, and they created a big surprise party for her, and the brothers was acting that the spider really catched them. Chytić. Wait a minute. How can we say chytić? Catch. Good, aha. Aha. Wait a minute. Caught. And he wanted to eat them with her, and they had big surprise party for her. Brothers got them, and they had to work how can I do it? I don't know. Agreed, and they created a big surprise party for her. again. No. The brothers got them. I don't know how to continue. The brothers got them. How to continue? I don't know. She agreed, and they created a big surprise party for her. The brothers got them, and the spiders had to help to each other from the the brothers got them, and the spiders had to help to each no. The spider created cooked why not cooked a romantic barbecue party. Yeah, prepared. Yes, of course, prepared. A romantic romantic date. The Spider-Man romantic dinner. Why not? The Spider-Man prepared a romantic date for both. For her. Why not? For her. The Spider-Man prepared a romantic date for her. No. The Spider-Man prepared a romantic date for her. The program was full of fun activities in that was about hunting the dinner. It was about hunting the dinner. The both spiders fall in love with each other. Both spiders fall in love with each other. The both spiders fall in love with each other, and they started to date. The next step was very dangerous. They had to kill the big sea monster. The sea monster told them that Neptune kidnapped his family and he had to destroy Atlantis continent. The brothers came back home to rescue the sea monsters family. The sea monsters family. They were very successful. Very successful. The sea monster had his family back. The last step was very important. Neptune used the both brain possesses as a weapon. For destroying his enemies. The princess were in the big old palace lived no or were in the big old palace in that they were hunting the Neptune's enemies, yes, of course. Enemies. Not now. Their mother the queen who I'm Marina press. Yes, of course. The Queen Marina. Yeah, no. They wanted brothers discovered that the princess princesses were very strong women with the brothers that the two princesses were very strong women with the option to change everything in the stone. Very strong dimming with the option to change everything into stone. The girls, the princesses, fall in love with the brothers. The brothers. The brothers fall in love with them with the two princesses, and then the princesses changed the Neptune wait a minute. And the princesses changed into a beautiful, a normal, beautiful women. Phew. They came back to the Atlantis they repaired everything with the magic and rescued their parents. Everything with the magic rescue their parents from Neptune. Neptune started to cry. Discovered how evil he was, and he apologized to them. apologize to them. Then the Atlantis came back and the brothers have a big marriage with the princesses. They lived in love and they were new allies of Venus and Peter. The end. Now, I have been writing for 2 hours and 7 minutes, and I think I'm ready. I'm ready. That's it. And this is the end of this fourth episode about preparation of my fairy tales, and I want to end it I want to end it, finish it, or wait a minute. I can read, yes, of course. I can read for you the final versions. Why not? It's a very good idea. And at first we have to find the first story. Where is the first story? And where it is? OneDrive. Yes. Mother of the Dinosaurs. Yes, this is chapter 2. No, yes, I can read it. I can read it for you, my new saga, and we can start with the first story, Mother of the Dinosaurs, and we can start right now. Wait a minute, I've been recording. Okay, we can start right now. The Mother of the Dinosaur Saga, Chapter 1, the upgraded version. There was a big, beautiful country that was a kingdom. The citizens of the kingdom, the people were very poor. They didn't have a lot of food. Their leader was the new young king with his beautiful young wife. The queen didn't care about them. They were called Jupiter and Juno. They loved each other, but they were thinking that there are very good leaders, but they didn't know anything about the situation in their kingdom. Jupiter was very young man who didn't care about anyone except himself. He was very good young man with good heart. He had brown short hair. He was very handsome. He liked drinking wine, parties, hunting and girls. He didn't know how to be a good king. He met his wife, the Queen Juno, while he was hunting. Juno was very beautiful and attractive young lady. She was very pretty. Her beauty was very famous in the whole country. Every young man who was so nervous when he has to talk with her, but she was very smart, simple, and sweet girl who was very romantic. She liked animals, she liked to take care about her garden, and she was the best warrior in the kingdom, and she liked hunting. The young king started to love her when he saw her at the first time. My lady, who are you? He asked. Don't worry, I'm not bite you, my lord. Don't be so nervous. I see that you've forgotten who you are. Be yourself. Uh, you, you're a lucky person, my lord. I like you, but you need to win the hunting championship when you want to have me for your wife. I'm the best warrior in the country and I like hunting. The competition could start, Juno said. Peter started to think, young man, this wasn't very good start. What she's thinking? What she's thinking? I don't like her humor. I can marry with every girl. I'm the king. You'll see who is better, sweetheart. Jupiter was very angry at her behavior and he wanted to show her that he can be better hunter than Juno. They were hunting the whole day. They were very successful. They were very happy with each other. The young king started to love her sense for humor and he loved her courage and independence. She was totally different as every young lady in this kingdom. They were talking with each other the whole night. Then she started to kiss him, but he stopped her. Do you know who I am, my lady? He said. No, I don't care, handsome young man, Juno answered. I'm the king Jupiter, the king of the kingdom. I love you. Do you marry me? Jupiter said. Juno was very shocked. She knew that she has to marry with the new king. She didn't want to be the wife of someone who didn't know. She was very happy and she agreed. Yes, my lord, I marry you. I want to be your queen and the mother of your children. They started to kiss each other. Junie, I don't know who is Junie, but okay. Juno told Jupiter the whole story about her fears that she felt when her parents wanted to marry her with the new king. This was the beautiful start of her marriage, full of love, romantic and happiness. Their story will be successful, but the royal family didn't know how to care about people and they wanted to talk with each other the whole time. Jupiter created a government who had to take care about people. The government was very evil, corrupt, and every member of the government wanted to steal everything from people. The life in the kingdom was very hard. The lords of the kingdom, the people wanted to make a big change. They wanted to live in peace and prosperity. They wanted to have good leaders of their kingdom. The most powerful lord of the revolution was Vladan, who was a very skilled orator. His speech was a very strong skill. Thanks to it, he knew how to convince the masses to follow him. The lords and people started to believe him. They believed that he could be the good new leader who can be a good inspiration for them. The Lord Vladan was chosen as their new leader. Vladan was a very rich, young, smart and handsome young man who knew how to speak with people. He loved power, himself, money and girls. He was a very strong warrior, the best orator in the country. He was a thief and a monster. He wants to be more rich. He wanted to control everything and everybody. The new government with their leader Lord Vladan created a good plan how to start their revolution against their royal family. The revolution started at the next midnight. The royal army didn't want to fight against their own citizens because their generals didn't agree with the situation in the country. The country was very poor, full of corruption and people who were very hungry. The royal army has given up and the royal family escaped to the most dangerous forest that were in the end of the country. It was a big Jurassic World full of very dangerous dinosaurs. The royal family wasn't alone. There was a big tribe of people who take care about the dinosaurs. They befriended dinosaurs and they created the dinosaurs army. The tribe loved nature and they befriended with dinosaurs. Their leader was a very smart and good warrior who liked dinosaurs. He was 30 years old. His name was Keller Stormshade. His wife, who was called Evelyn Stormshade, had two little children, a boy and a girl. The boy was called Zarek and the girl was called Lyra. The couple were leaders of the tribe. The tribe lived in the village. They knew how to take care about dinosaurs. Nobody trusted the royal family. Jupiter with his beautiful wife Juno had to befriend it with dinosaurs and find a friend for both of them. The royal family had to learn how to survive in the world of wild and dangerous dinosaurs. They successfully befriended the dinosaurs and the family learned how to ride on the dinosaurs. The tribe fought them everything about the dinosaurs. The life with the dinosaurs has changed them. They discovered that the dinosaurs are very intelligent and they befriended with all of dinosaurs in the big Jurassic forest. They started to take care about the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs were their friends and pets. They lived very happy and they started a new life. The fruit of their love was their daughter, who was called Venus. Venus was a very sweet little girl. She liked talking with the dinosaurs, she liked taking care about them. The dinosaurs loved her and she loved them. The tribe started to call her the mother of dinosaurs because all of the dinosaurs loved her, because Venus was very smart, sweet girl who liked dinosaurs. She knew how to speak with it and how to be their friend. She was a very talented. The dinosaurs started to protect the family and they were their friends. The royal family befriended with everyone in the tribe. They started to teach the family how to be a good warrior. One day Jupiter with Juno rescued the dinosaurs with their leader and his wife when the Vladan's commando wanted to kill their leader. Now people, I wanted to pause the podcast because I have to do something and I'll be here very soon. I'll be very soon here. Don't worry, don't go anywhere. I pause it and I'm back. I'm back really fast. I'm here, people, again, and we can continue with the reading. And where we are? Yes, of course. Kaelor Shaman successfully discovered the truth that the royal family is the true leader of their kingdom. He had a big dream in that could see Kaelor's grandfather and Jupiter's grandfather as the father of the dinosaurs, who was the first man who befriended with all dinosaurs and was their leader. Kaelor was their new prime minister. The kingdom of the dinosaurs changed when Venus was 18 years old. She was a very good warrior. After the end of successful revolution, Vladan was the new king of the kingdom. He married with the most beautiful woman in the kingdom, who was the daughter of one of the lords who was in his army. She was called Callista. They were very happy. They loved each other, and the fruits of their love was a little boy. He was called Peter, and a little girl. She was called Veronica. The situation in the kingdom has changed very dramatically. The new king created a totalitarian regime in that the totalitarian state controlled every aspect of the life. The people lived in the danger that everyone could be a spy. Thanks to him, they could go to the prison. People has to be members of the new organizations. They were created for adults and for children. People couldn't have any own hobbies. They had to work for the new king. They were very hungry. They were very hungry, and the police could do whatever they wanted. The life was very difficult and full of danger. The young Lord Peter loved his freedom. He totally disagreed with the situation and the life in the totalitarian state. He hated his father because he wanted to control everything and everybody in his kingdom. Peter's father wanted to control Peter's life. He wanted to marry his son Peter with the daughter of the ones of his loyal friends. Peter wanted to change the situation in the state. He wanted to give his people freedom, peace and prosperity. Peter's sister Veronica was totally different. She was an independent and mature woman who likes power and money. She was very beautiful, and her intelligent woman. She wanted to be a future queen of the kingdom, and she agreed with the rules of of our father. Peter escaped from his father to the big and dangerous Jurassic forest full of dangers. Dangerous. Hi everyone. I'm Peter. I'm a young man. I had to escape from my evil father because I wanted to be free and create my own rules. I've entered very dangerous and wild forest, but I found a good cave in that I can live without fears. Nobody can find me in this cave. I decided to practice the fight with my swords, with my sword, bow, and the riding of my horse. I practiced every day. After 1 month, I improved my fight skills. I was a very good warrior. I had to find and drink water and some food for me. At first I was very scared, but I've discovered that I can speak with the dinosaurs, take care of it, and be their friend. I'm a very talented young man who likes dinosaurs. One day I met a big T-Rex. He couldn't move because he broke his leg. A young man, please help me. I broke my leg. I'll teach you how to help me. I don't want to eat you, it said. You can speak. I don't trust you, I said. I'll be your best friend. You can use you can use me as your horse when you help me, it said. I was thinking that I cannot leave this big predator in his bad situation without help. I wanted to help it. I'll help you, but I don't trust you. I'll escape from you. Don't worry, I said. My T-Rex told me how I can rescue him, and I discovered that I can help him. When I rescued him, I had a new big friend, and big male T-Rex he's called Rex. Rex showed me the way to the tribe that was his friend. I discovered that there's a dinosaur championship that was the biggest competition in the kingdom. The winner of the competition will be a new leader of the tribe. I decided to compete and win the big prize. In this competition, I've met Venus. She was the best warrior of the competition. She was the main favorite of the competition and the most beautiful young woman that I've ever seen. She was a very pretty and beautiful young woman. Her beauty seduced me perfectly. She attracted me a lot. I discovered that she's a Jupiter's daughter. Jupiter was the leader of the tribe and former king of my father's kingdom. Venus hated me a lot because she was thinking that I'm a symbol of everything what she hated, and she was thinking that I'm so evil as my dad. She was totally wrong. The competition started and Venus won the fight with the all competitors that were the best soldiers in her father's army. Her horse was the best friend, a big female T-Rex. She was called Reda. I was very successful too. I won the fight against every competitor in the Dinosaurs Championship. The last fight was very drastic. I had to fight against Venus. She was so beautiful. She was so beautiful when I saw her before our battle. She hated me a lot when she discovered who is her last competitor in the championship. She wanted to win. She was very motivated because I was the symbol of everything what she hated. She was very rude to me, but I was trying to prepare myself to the battle. The last battle started. Everyone was very stressed. Our battle was very tight. Nobody could win. After 1 hour, we were very tired, but nobody wanted to lose. In this moment, we saw a group of hungry predators. They wanted to kill us. Someone opened the door of the cage. In that were hungry dinosaurs, the group of predators. I've decided to rescue Venus because in this moment, Venus' life was more important than our competition. We were fighting without our dinosaur friends when the group of predators wanted to eat us. I quickly told Venus, Venus, please stop this battle. I love you at the first moment when I've seen you. I don't care about the competition. I had to help you. You won't die here. Venus was very scared and she started to panic. I quickly took her hand and we started to run away to the safe place. We were running to the main door of the stadium, and that was Venus, dead, with his army of dinosaurs and army of warriors. I started to fight with Venus against the evil group of predators. The battle was very dramatic. full of dangerous situation, but he won. But we won. After the battle, Venus came to me and kissed me very romantic and passionately. She was very stressed, and with a red face she started to thank me for rescuing her. Thank me, Peter, for rescuing my life. I've never forgotten at your heroic act. You've taught me a lot. You taught me a lesson. I want to apologize for my bad behavior. I was thinking that you're my worst enemy. I love you so much that my love to you is a bigger than hatred against your family. Thanks to this moment, you showed me that you are a completely different and a very good warrior. I want to be with you and date with you. I can't believe it. Venus wants to be my date. Yeah, I shouted, and I was very happy. That's sweet. You're sweet, handsome Pete. Venus laughed coquettishly and winked at me passionately. From that point on, we started to date. Venus' parents were very happy for her daughter, and they agreed with the marriage their daughter Venus with myself. My girlfriend Venus and me were the future leaders of the tribe and the dinosaurs. Then we started to investigate who opened the door of the cage. The result of the investigation was very interesting. My sister Veronica opened the door of the cage. Veronica was my younger sister who never cared about me. She was brainwashed thanks to our parents. Veronica always dreamed about power and money. She always wanted to be a queen of our kingdom. We discovered that Veronica is a very strong leader of the dinosaurs and big dinosaurs cult that believe that the wild dinosaurs are their goddess. Veronica created the cult. She was the leader of the group of fanatics who trained dinosaurs for killing people without reason for Veronica. She was a very strong warrior. She was a talented genius who could use her skills and talent for her evil dreams. She could speak with dinosaurs and be their friends too. Every wild and dangerous dinosaur were her friends and soldiers of her army of fanatics. I wanted to help Veronica because I love my sister. The dinosaur cult was stronger every day. One day we discovered that the son of our Prime Minister Zarek was missing. Veronica was kidnapped him. Zarek fell in love with Veronica because she was very beautiful and attractive young lady. He was her slave. Zarek had to go with her to her palace that was somewhere near the tribe. She liked him too because Zarek was a very handsome and intelligent young leader and warrior. She tried to seduce him, but Zarek didn't want to show her that he loved her a lot. Veronica was very angry that Zarek didn't want to be with her. He was so intelligent that he seduced her. They started to kiss each other passionately, and when Zarek put handcuffs on her hands and Veronica couldn't do anything, he escaped away from her home and told us the truth. Veronica was very angry. She came with her big army of wild dinosaurs and her second army of soldiers of the tribe. Peter with his girlfriend and their army of good dinosaurs and army of the tribe's people were prepared for the battle. The big battle started. It was a very long battle full of dead soldiers and dinosaurs. Nobody could win. Veronica found her brother Peter and the epic battle could start. Veronica was better and when wanted to finish, Peter nobody could win. Veronica found brother Peter and the epic battle could start. Veronica was better and when wanted to finish Peter. Her love, Zarek came to her and told her, I love you a lot, Veronica. Please, stop this senseless fight with your brother. Peter is not your enemy. Peter is your... Peter, your sister Veronica isn't your enemy. You have to love each other as siblings. Try to be friends. Change your lives. Zarek started to kiss Veronica and she changed her behavior. Veronica started to kiss Zarek very passionately and then she started to cry and she started to apologize. Pete, I apologize you for everything what I did you in my life. I want to be your friend and ally. My arms are yours. I apologize for everything that I've done you in my life. I'm sorry, said Peter, and started to cry. Veronica hugged Peter, and this was the end of the battle, and Veronica schooled. Veronica started to date Zarek. Veronica was my friend and my ally. The end of the episode. Now, people, I want to review the second story. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, where I have to find it. Where is the story? Where is the story? Ah, here is. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is here. The Mother of the Dinosaurs Saga, Chapter 2. There was the kingdom of the dragons hybrid. There was near the big Jurassic Forest. There were a lot of dragon hybrids who lived in the big and beautiful country. The life in the kingdom was very hard, because the leaders of the kingdom was very evil, bad and strong dragons, who controlled every aspect of the life and culture of their old dragons. The king of the kingdom was Mars. He was the strongest and the biggest black dragon hybrid in the kingdom. He liked power and he had to control everything in the kingdom. He was very evil and dangerous. He liked gold and money. His wife, the Queen Morgana, was very beautiful, but very evil and dangerous dragon hybrid who liked gold and money. The royal couple had 2 daughters. The oldest one is Diana. She was the most beautiful and very shy dragon hybrid girl. Her younger sister Simona was very beautiful dragon hybrid girl too. The both girls had everything what they needed until the time when the both girls were 18 years old. The both girls were very naive and spoiled. They didn't know about the life outside their palace. They played in their garden together every day. They could fly away only with the soldiers. The education was very boring for them. Hi everyone, I'm Diana. I'm 18 years old dragon hybrid. I'm a princess. I live with my younger sister Simona and my parents in our castle. I like flying with my sister and our soldiers and playing in the garden with my sister Simona. Our education is very boring. We were happy until the time when one day the Khan of the Golden Empire, the Khan Arslan, came with his army to official visiting of our Dragon's Empire. Khan Arslan was a very strong warrior and leader of his country. He was a very handsome single young man who was looking for a wife for him. He saw me when I was playing in the garden with my sister. He is very handsome and so strong. When Khan Arslan saw Diana, he fell in love with her at the first time. Welcome, my friend. Welcome in our country. We can be allies, and one of my daughters will be your wife and queen. Which one do you want? The king Mars said. I want to greet you, the strong king of all the dragons, Mars. I don't want to marry anyone, but your oldest daughter Diana is very beautiful. She will be a very good material for my harem. I can give you a lot of gold, but in the other case, my big army can destroy you very quickly. Show me Diana when you want to be alive, said Khan Arslan. The king Mars didn't care about his family. The power of the gold was stronger than the love to his family. At first, show me the gold, said King Mars. Khan Arslan's slaves brought gold. It was in a big chest. Then the slaves opened the chest full of gold. Do you agree with our contract? said Khan Arslan. Yes, I agree with our contract. My daughter Diana is yours, said King Mars. Everyone in the big room was very shocked. After the successful contract, the Khan Arslan soldiers brought Diana to him, and from now she was Arslan's slave. She was very shocked. She cried. She asked for mercy, her father, but her father was playing with his gold in the time when she was shouting and crying. Nothing could change her sad situation. Then Diana had to go with Arslan and his army to the Golden Empire. Her new home was the big palace in that there were a lot of beautiful young ladies that were Arslan's harem. The Arslan's current girlfriend Artemis was very shocked and angry when she saw Diana. Artemis was a very beautiful and attractive dragon hybrid woman. She had a lot of power. She was very evil and dangerous dragon hybrid lady. She knew how to destroy her rivals and she knew how to seduce men. She loved Arslan. She was his lover, dragon, horse and fight machine. She was very jealous when she saw Diana. The new girl is very beautiful. I have to find out who she is, Artemis was thinking. She came to find out who Diana is. Diana was crying when Artemis came to her. Don't cry, sweetheart. Everything will be fine. Who are you? Asked Artemis. Diana told Artemis the whole her story. She wasn't very careful and she told Artemis everything. One very beautiful day, one of a very beautiful and attractive woman, Kadia, saw Diana with Artemis, and then she wanted to have a new girl, Diana, in the harem. Kadia was a very sweet and beautiful woman who had a good heart. She started to teach Diana how to be successful in the harem, how to trust more yourself, how to speak with the men, and how to seduce men. Kadia was Diana's best friend. They studied foreign languages, they studied literature, math, history. Artemis had to teach Diana how to be a dangerous dragon, how to use Diana's power to win the battles. The soldiers had to teach her how to be a good horse. Diana learned very quickly. She changed herself and she was very smart, mature, intelligent, independent dragon hybrid leader who know how to lead people. Khan Arslan discovered how Diana changed herself. He started to flirt with Diana. He used her as a horse when they flew on the journey. Diana discovered that Khan Arslan wasn't any monster. He was a good guy and a romantic person who dreamed about big love. Diana fell in love with him and Khan Arslan fell in love with her. Artemis was very jealous and she wanted to kill Diana. Artemis created a big competition in that she wanted to fight against Diana. Khan Arslan agreed because he wanted to have fun and he wanted to train his dragons. He didn't know about Artemis' plans. The day of the tournament started and the biggest show was the fight between Diana and Artemis. Diana knew that Artemis was her rival in the love for Arslan. She knew Artemis very good. Artemis used all dangerous weapons against Diana. Diana was very smart and Artemis had to fight against her without the weapons for killing dragons. The fight between the dragons were very interesting and dangerous. The stadium was full of people. People wanted to know who will win the fight. Diana didn't want to hurt Artemis, but Artemis wanted to kill Diana. Diana was stronger dragon and she wanted to fight, but Artemis wanted to kill her and Diana didn't care about her. Diana was only acting and then Diana killed Artemis when Artemis wanted to kill Diana. The whole stadium was very shocked, but Khan Arslan discovered Artemis' plans and he knew that Artemis was the traitor. Diana was the official Arslan's girlfriend and it was a big marriage. Diana was the new queen, the Arslan's harem was cancelled and every slave were free. One day Diana discovered that she has a young brother who was kidnapped. His name was Miroslav. He was a very smart general and very good man who came to visit Golden Empire. Arslan and Diana wanted to be allies with Venus and Peter against their enemies. Diana's younger sister Simona fell in love with Miroslav when they met in Arslan's palace. Simona escaped from her home and she wanted to help his sister. To help his sister, really. She didn't know how. Miroslav has the marriage with Simona and Kadia was Diana's prime minister. They created a big alliance between between the queens, Venus and Diana. The end of second chapter. And now, people, I want to read you the last episode, the last story that I've created today. I hope that you will love it. And we can start right now. Wait a minute. I had to find it, of course. Okay, we have to find it. Yes, it is. The monster of my new episode or my new story is called the two monsters. I hope that you will like it, and I created it today. I started to read it right now. It was a big and strong empire. It was called the Atlantis. The Atlantis was a continent that was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantis was a very big continent full of forests, wild animals, and big cities of the Atlantis. The Atlantis was the most successful empire of the continent, and thanks to the best arts and technology of Atlantis, the empire was the main superpower of Atlantis continent. The arts of the Atlantis were very good trained. Their morale was high and they used very sophisticated tactics to win the battles and a modern weapon of that time. The civilization of the Atlantis was famous for their modern life. People of the Atlantis lived in the beautiful big houses. Their architecture was in the classic style. The high class was very rich. It has a lot of gold, slaves, and a lot of good food. The drink water was used from clear reefs that were full of fishes. The education was created only for the high class. Aristocrats were very false, evil, and they liked only themselves and a lot of gold. The poor class was slaves that Atlantis bought for the hard work in the farms and the work for the rich families. The most powerful man in the country was the Emperor Dios that had a gorgeous wife, the Queen Victoria. The royal couple had two sweet and very gorgeous daughters who were 18 years old. They were very naive, evil, and they liked only themselves and gold. The King Neptune, who was the king of all oceans and the sea animals, was a merman wizard who rules the whole civilization of mermen and mermaids. He envied that Atlantis was more modern civilization than the sea world. He destroyed Atlantis with the most dangerous weapon, a very big sea monster that destroyed the whole Atlantis continent. The Emperor Dios was his chief horse, the Queen Victoria was his slave, and the Queen Victoria's daughters he hated a lot because their behavior was totally terrible. He changed them into the dangerous and evil monsters who can change everyone into stone because he wanted to show them how evil they were. The law could help them. The King Neptune met a beautiful mermaid witch. She was called Marina. The couple had two sons. They were called Triton and Uran. Neptune's sons were very strong wizards and warriors. They were very good and handsome men who were famous for their smart brain, strong magic power, and the sense for love and justice. They were heroes for everyone who everyone loved. They liked the fairy tale about the Atlantis, but they didn't know the truth about the end of Atlantis. They wanted to rescue the beautiful princesses, but they didn't know how to do it. The one old woman who knew the truth told him that only the right law could rescue the cursed princesses. She told them that they had to ask their father about the princesses of Atlantis. The King Neptune was very angry because he wanted to choose another mermaids for their wives, but they wanted to have only the cursed princesses because their beauty was very famous in the whole world. Neptune told them at first they had to kill a big spider. They lived near the sea. Then they had to kill Neptune's biggest sea monster that was too strong for them. Our hero found the spider, who was a spider woman. She wanted to eat them, but they used their powers. She had to tell the truth that she loved her neighbor, who was a little Spider-Man. The spiders didn't trust to each other. The Spider-Man thought that his neighbor, the Spider-Woman, wanted to eat him, and the Spider-Woman didn't trust anyone except herself. The brothers befriended them with a smartly way. They sent a romantic letter full of love to her from him with the invitation to a barbecue party. The brothers wrote that the Spider-Man caught them and he wanted to eat them with her. She agreed and they created a big surprise party for her. The Spider-Man prepared a romantic date for her. The program was full of fun activities that was about hunting the dinner. The both spiders fall in love with each other and they started to date. The next step was very dangerous. They had to kill the big sea monster. The sea monster told them that the Neptune kidnapped his family and he had to destroy Atlantis continent. The brothers came back home to rescue the sea monster's family. They were very successful. The sea monster had his family back. The last step was very important. Neptune used the both princesses as a weapon for destroying his enemies. The princesses were in the big old palace, in that they were hunting Neptune's enemies. The brothers discovered that the two princesses were very strong women with the option to change everything into stone. The princesses fall in love with the brothers. The brothers fall in love with the two princesses, and then the princesses change into normal, beautiful women. They came back to Atlantis, they repaired everything with the magic and rescued their parents from Neptune. Neptune discovered how evil he was and he apologized to them. Then Atlantis came back and the brothers had a big marriage with the princesses. They lived in love and they were a new allies of Venus and Peter. The end. Now people, this is the end of my episode because I'm too tired. I'm recording it for a long time, I think. Yes, of course, and this is the end of the episode and I want to tell you bye bye.